What is up, you guys? It is me again, as you can clearly see. Alright, you guys, so drinking some electrolyte water. Alright, let us cut into the video. Hell is so far horrific than we can even imagine. But the lake of fire is going to be much worse. Hell in the center of the earth right now, where the wicked, unsaved people are, is really like near infinitely scary and horrible. At a near infinite scale of every horrendous thing. But the lake of fire is going to be infinitely even worse than just hell. Hell is going to be cast into the lake of fire. So, just wow. You know, the devil and his demons are going to obviously be thrown into the lake of fire to burn and burn and burn and burn and burn for all of eternity. But here's the shocking part. The devil right now is infinitely evil. Infinitely evil. You can't conceive. You can't even imagine his evilness and his hatred towards God and humans. Demons too. Well, Satan is a demon, but I mean his demons. Not just Satan. But here's the shocking part. The lake of fire is so much more horrific than even the devil and his demons. So much so that the devil and his demons are going to regret all their sins. They're going to regret rebelling against God in heaven. And they are going to beg God for mercy. The devil and his demons. This is them that I'm talking about. We're talking about the devil and his demons. Did you ever think they would ever beg God for mercy? Beg God for forgiveness? Beg God to give them one more chance to go back and to start over and to never rebel against God in the first place? No, right? You never thought. But that is how horrible the lake of fire is going to be. They're going to regret their sinning. They're going to regret their evil and rebellion against God. They're going to wish that they never even existed, even. Somebody who is truly infinitely evil, and for something so far worse than they are, to put them in the mindset that they wish so desperately that they were never evil in the first place, has to be such a terrible fate. A fate, a horror that you can't even describe. And that's exactly what the lake of fire is, but way on an infinitely the horrors of hell go way beyond infinity. You know, infinity is, that's it. Infinity is, there's nothing after infinity because it just keeps on going on and on and on and on endlessly. Well, The lake of fire is infinitely upon infinitely upon infinitely upon infinitely. It's infinitely upon its own infinity, an infinite amount of times of horror, and it never ends. So, it is so bad that, again, it's such a horrible, scary, terrible place that it's going to make the demons tremble. The demons will beg God for one more chance. But here's the thing. They're not going to get an answer because they're not genuinely remorseful. They just want to get out of their suffering. They just want to get out of the hell and the lake of fire. They just want to get out of there. And let me tell you, I'm guessing that if they weren't going to go back to hell, if they did get out, and if they didn't have to go back to that place, I'm guessing they would still be truly evil. That they want to get out of hell just because of the suffering. Again, that's not repentance. That's not a genuine heart. They're not remorseful. They're not sorry for their actions, for what they did. They just want to get out of their suffering. They just want to get out of their suffering. You know, it's scary. Here's the weird thing. I don't even want the devil and his demons to burn in the lake of fire for all of eternity. Hell, the lake of fire is so far more horrific than you can even imagine. That being said, I don't wish that even upon the devil and his demons. Even though that they are infinitely evil, even though that they wouldn't have 1 second hesitation to kill me, I don't want that fate for them because it is so horrible. I wouldn't want that for them. But it is sad that that's their fate for eternity. Their fate is sealed 100%. It is absolutely impossible for God to destroy them into non-existence or to obliterate them into oblivion. You just don't exist. You just cease to exist. It's completely impossible for God to do that because their punishment is already decided and it's already written in the Bible, and it's not possible for God to go back on his word. So God cannot, that's what God cannot do. Plus, they were made eternal beings anyways. So God cannot uncreate beings that are made eternal. A lot of people are like, angels, what happens when they die? Angels can't die. They can get battle scars and they can get completely mangled and everything, but they cannot die. They're infinite beings. They're eternal beings. They exist forever. Whatever God creates is going to last forever. Let me tell you that right now. Sure, the first universe before this one, died. But that was just the start of a new one. It didn't truly die. It just turned into a new one. The earth isn't going to be completely destroyed into non-existence. God is not going to destroy the earth into oblivion. He's going to make the earth refurbished. Whatever God creates is eternal because God himself is eternal. It's his nature. It's God's nature that that stuff is eternal. Whatever he creates is eternal because he's eternal. See what I'm saying? I might be a little wrong about some of the stuff. Like, what happens to ants? God created ants. What happens to them after that? Do they go to heaven? I do not think so. So I'm probably a little wrong about like everything that he creates will last forever. But we're just mainly talking about angels and eternal beings here anyway. So, let me know in the comments what you think about this theory. Again, this is just a theory. It's not in the Bible anywhere that the devil and his demons would wish they would wish that they could truly go back and start over afresh and never sin, never rebel. And it's just a theory. So let me know in the comments below.